I had my friend send me a topic real quick. Any conspiracy theories you believe in at all?
Uh, mm,
I don't really believe in any, but like I believe that some of them existed not as people thought though. Like Bigfoot, definitely an early furry. He got caught and he didn't own up to it. People were looking
early
for him. He
furry.
was an early furry. Have you ever seen those early furry suits? They were super realistic. And he was probably just a gorilla.
Early furry. I'm gonna search it up.
Terrifying.
Oh my god, they are.
It's so weird. It's just so spooky. Uh, uh let me make sure I'm actually recording all this, because I'm a retard. Alright, say something real quick.
Bazinga.
There we go. It cut. Turns out I had game capture on the whole time, and it was looking for a Stardew tab that didn't exist. So anyways, back to old furries.
Alright. I don't have anything against furries,
Me neither.
I think.
As long as they don't, like, try to pressure me to become one, I really just chill with them.
And there are some very cool furry characters.
There are. You got, like,
Yeah.
some people might think it's weird, but you can't help but appreciate the craftsmanship, man.
Yeah.
Like, some of the eyes are
Zootopia?
magnetic, apparently.
You're magnetic?
Some of the eyes are magnetic. Like, they just, like, pop off so they can do different expressions, which is kind of weird, but,
Oh,
like,
that's weird.
it's cool, though.
Huh. Do you own a fursuit, or?
Grown any. I made this one mask that wasn't an animal mask, but back when I had a
The
webcam, I would wear it. It's just this cardboard mask.
one with the eyes, circular
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
Yeah, those look cool.
Like, I just liked how it didn't have an expression. I'm probably going to be faceless forever, unless, I'm desperate for clout.
Well, I am, so.
Well, here we are! If we don't have
Yeah.
anything more about conspiracy theories, another
Yeah, I
one
don't
would
think I
be
know any.
the weirdest dreams you. And I have some pretty weird dreams. Speaking of,
I.
I just had one.
You just had one?
Yeah, okay, so I was asleep, right? And I woke up and it was time to go to work, but I stayed home. I was tired. Um, whatchamacallit? Uh, okay, so the dream is like I'm in this school and it's a bunch of the people that I graduated with, just like
Mm-hmm.
bunches of people, lots of background
Mm-hmm.
characters, and then some different characters from anime. Like I was walking through the hallway and I passed Suyu Asui from My Hero. Really weird.
The
I
frog
had
girl?
yeah, I had to give a speech in front of the whole school on the rec field, which is just an outside band field type thing. And for some reason it kept getting delayed. But then all of a sudden I'm in this other school. No idea why. Weird transition. Boom, I'm in
Mm-hmm.
this different school. Um it's like flooded in one part of it. It's like a puzzle game. It reminded me a lot of Hello Neighbor. And I've got to go collect
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
things
Got
to
it.
unlock doors and stuff. It's like I'm playing a video game. It's really weird. But I break through one of the windows, and it turns out in the school there were these like monkey things that were following me, trying to kill me. I don't know. It was like a Roblox obby, but like terrible, I guess. Uh,
Yeah.
apparently, like once I get out of the school, I have to run and place these walls that look like they're from Clash of Clans. I have to place 800 of them while I'm running, while the monkeys are chasing me, before I can get to the exit for some reason. And it was just a repeated process of me going through the same window every single time, getting the same cutscene of the monkey chasing me, and then me trying to place 800 walls, and the closest I got was 200 away. There was a little counter. I'm not gonna say on my
Oh.
screen, but like in my vision, I had this count of how many walls I placed, and I would place them behind me, and it was like a strategy thing because I'm running up and down all these streets and whatnot with the monkeys following me, and they're like kind of staying close to the streets. So if I zigzag, they'll get closer to me, but I'll be putting more walls in between. But if I don't zigzag, they'll catch up to me eventually. Really weird. And that was the
Mm-hmm.
entire dream before I woke up.
And you just had that
I
dream.
just had that dream like
What
not even
time
an
is it
hour
for you?
ago. For me, it is 10:23, and I woke up at 9:33
I don't
in the US of A.
know. Um, I have a very terrifying dream story.
Ooh, I would like to hear
Uh,
them.
it's very terrifying. So I have a friend. So I learned English from my friend
Yeah,
who's Korean American,
gotcha.
and he's now in America. And so in the dream, you know how YouTubers do giveaways, right?
Yeah, they do giveaways and
I was elected. Is that a word? Like I was chosen to be the one
you were just
at the give outs.
chosen. That's sweet.
Yeah.
What'd you win?
So I won a carbon fiber knife. I don't know
Ooh,
why. But my mom thought it was too dangerous to have it. So I gave it to my friend, the American friend.
yeah.
So we uh FaceTimed, and for some reason he was at this field, and there was this train tracks, like a railroad,
Yeah.
right? And he was like teasing me, going inside and out of the train tracks. And I told him to stop because it's dangerous, right?
Yeah, because you
And
could
then
die.
yeah, and then he didn't see the train coming, and then he got stuck between the wheels of the
Oh,
train, and I had to hear his screams through my phone
that's terrifying.
for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
That was so terrifying that it woke me up at like 3 a.m.
You have one of them like dreams, but you can't remember what you were doing, but you wake up like you're falling.
No, I've never had that.
You've
I've heard
never
people.
had that?
Yeah, I've
I've
never had that.
I've only ever had it like 3 times. And apparently, like, oh, legends say angels are trying to bring you to heaven or something like that. There's always some stupid story for it. No, your senses are just for some reason going off the walls, and you lay
Hmm.
there. It is actually so terrifying. It feels like I literally just did a trust fall with no one behind me. It is terrifying. Also,
Yeah.
speaking of knives, I have my OTF with me.
What is OTF?
It's an out the front knife. Basically a switchblade where you just push a button and it shoots out the front.
Oh, I have a butterfly knife.
I have a butterfly knife. Oh my god.
Yo,
I can only do the gentleman's flip though. Let me grab it on my desk.
I can only do a few tricks,
Yeah.
but I have it. So,
uh,
yeah. I mean, it doesn't have like real blades, so.
mine does, unfortunately. I've sliced my finger open many times with this.
Oh my god.
I got it in Tennessee on a vacation.
Tennessee?
Yeah, I love Tennessee. It's probably the only place about America I like.
Tennessee. I'm not sure where that is.
Basically, sort of middle rightish America, and it has a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
a
mountains.
state.
Yeah, it's a state. It has a lot of
Oh.
mountains. Really beautiful. I went into one of those like Chinese bazaar stores that have like all the fake weapons and all the real weapons and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot, and they're all differently priced. And I looked in a case, and this thing was $20, and I was like, "Oh, pretty." It's like kind of rainbowed on the
Audit?
side, and I bought it. It said razor sharp, and I was just like, "Oh, that's awesome!" So I bought it, and then I was like, "Well, I only know how to do one flip because I was, a paw child, and I made one out of Legos, and I taught myself flips on that." I made myself a weighted Lego trainer, and it was kind of bulky and whatnot. But the tricks worked. I got the real one, and it just felt so natural. It was so good,
Have it's
and so now I have
have
that.
you did you slice your fingers like
Okay.
time to time?
So do you know how to do the gentleman's flip?
I don't know which one's which.
It's like the most basic one, where like the bar goes over your hand, you twist it around, and then you just catch it normally. If you do that but backwards,
Oh,
holding the wrong edge, you know how the unsharp part of the blade will go over your fingers? Well, if you do it backwards, the sharp part goes over your
I got the bite
fingers.
handle.
Yeah, the biting handle. If you use the biting handle, you're just destroyed. I've sliced like 3 different fingers at once doing that because it just flaps
Uh,
over your hand. Oh, but yeah,
yeah, I
it's
don't have to
still
worry
really
about
nice.
that.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about that. I do.
But I can't be carrying around and practicing on public places
I
because
can't
people will
either.
think I'm a psychopath.
Yeah. Uh, where I used to work, this well, actually, I still work there, but he used to work there. It's this grocery store, right? I'm not gonna give out the name, of the local place, but there's this dude who he's a little weird, not gonna lie.
Hmm?
Um, he was like somewhat tall. He had pinkish hair. He always had a karambit and a butterfly knife on. Don't know why.
Rampant.
Yeah, like that hooked one. Like I
Yeah, I
think,
know what that is.
yeah, the shark tooth one. But I'd be out there like doing ice, filling up the ice coolers in front of the store. And he was a cashier, so sometimes he would just go out there and talk to me. And he'd be like, "No, no, no, let me give you my knife, bro. Let me give you my knife, bro." And he'd just start cutting it all open with the karambit or the butterfly knife. But like, I have a box where I can just take it all down in one swipe. The sharpest thing in the store.
Was it real?
His karambit and butterfly knife, yeah,
Yeah.
they were real.
Yeah, I don't get why people like karambits. They look boring.
They're really weird. I don't like current. It's like a fixed blade, except it doesn't, sit straight, and you have to finagle it into your pocket weirder. But eh, honestly, I just
Eh,
prefer an OTF. I just like the OTF. eh,
eh.
eh. All
You
right.
sound like a villager.
You did that really well. Okay. Probably okay. The weirdest interaction ever that you've had.
uh,
I had one recently, like a couple weeks ago, in that store, and
subtraction.
I guess to give you time to think about yours, I'll tell you. So I was chilling, right, stocking up the charcoal, which is
Mhm.
like on the farthest aisle in the store, so like against the wall. Nobody's over there beside.
Charcoal.
Yeah, we sell charcoal, like in the
Oh,
bags for people to grill.
okay.
This dude walks over. It looked like a really nice black dude. He was just walking around,
Mhm.
like nothing weird about him, and he had a bag, like a gift bag, in his hand. I gotta bleep that. That's the place I work at. Crap. He had a nondescript store bag in his hands from our
Yeah,
store, meaning he already purchased his items and should not have been in the back of the store. He looked at me and he mumbled something. I didn't know what he said. He mumbled something. It was just like, and I was like, huh? What? And he said, I was like, sir, I'm sorry. And then I took out my earbud. I walked over to him and he was pointing at his bag and he went, "Hey man, do you know how to make hamburger helper?"
what do you
And
mean by hamburger helper?
hamburger helper is like the easiest meal to make in America. You basically
Oh,
add water, put it in a pan, and then stir it, and that is it. I
oh,
didn't
okay.
know this. I didn't know this at the time. I knew that we sold it, but I had no idea how to make it. So he looks at me, he's just like, "You know how to make hamburger helper, man?" And he has burger helper in his hands, and he
Hmm.
had nothing else with him. And apparently you're supposed to, I can't remember what it is. You're supposed to have like milk, some type of water or something. I cannot remember. You're supposed to have something that you're supposed to put in the hamburger helper that you have to buy separate. And all he had was hamburger helper, like 3 different
Hmm.
boxes of it. And I said, "Nah, I got no idea, man." And he just looked at me and went, "Well, I guess we're both useless." And then he walked away. And I was just like, "What?"
Oh, that's just a mad hungry man.
Yeah, I was just sitting there like, I feel bad for him. He's so hungry. And then I was like, "You know what? I'm hungry too." So I went on break. And that was the end of that.
I don't know if I ever had a weird interaction with people. Oh, I did. I have one.
Oh, tell me.
So when I was preparing for college, I
Right?
had to take a test exam for the college, and after I did it, a old man walked to me and asked if I did good. I didn't know the guy,
Yeah.
and the and I thought he was like related to like the school, so I thought I had to like look, I have
Yeah.
to like leave a good first impression.
Yeah.
So
Positive
I said
note.
like, I did okay and all that, and then he talks about Jesus, and
Jesus.
I was a bit weird out that point, but I let him talk,
Yeah.
and he was walking with me like for 10 minutes talking about Jesus and how he was resurrected. And I didn't want to be rude, so I was like asking questions. And then he asked my phone number and my name.
Oh,
So
he
I
trying
was
to
like,
pull you in like,
okay,
oh.
that's I'm not gonna give you that. So I was like, oh, actually my mom's waiting. I have to go now. Bye bye. And I just left. Well, there was a weird interaction.
That is very odd. You might have been just dragged into the Brotherhood or something.
Yeah,
But I have one that was actually not. It was like last Friday. Um, so my friend, I have friends in the grade below me, right? And I
mhm,
graduated a year and a half ago.
mhm,
They graduated literally a couple days ago, last week.
mhm,
Um, so of course I went to their graduation. They're my friends, right? Because you just
okay,
gotta have friends. So I go there, and I'm chilling in the stands with some of my buddies, and we're like, "Yeah, we get to see our friends graduate." And this old dude that was hanging out with one of my buddies starts looking at me. Why is
mhm.
he staring me up and down or something? And he had a veteran hat on him. On him, I have no idea of what. He was just some
Some
veteran, I
pattern.
think, of the Navy, but he was a really old dude. And he starts pointing at me. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? So he
Mhm.
goes up to me. I bet you don't even know who Ferris Bueller is. And I
Who's
realized
that?
I was wearing my Ferris Bueller shirt. Ferris Bueller is an old movie from like the 80s where
Oh.
it's this kid like skipping school and he's like, being all crazy about it. But I was wearing my Ferris Bueller shirt, and he said, "I bet you don't even know who Ferris Bueller is." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna surprise this man." I was just like, "I love Ferris Bueller. It was a great movie, man." He was like, "Oh, you like all the 80 movies?" I was like, "Yeah, original Ghostbusters, The Goonies, all that." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then that should have been the end of the conversation. I was just like, "Well, anyways, my friends are graduating, trying to take pictures and whatnot." And he was like, "You ever watched The Lost Boys?" And I was like,
Lunch boys?
the Lost Boys, never heard of it. And I was just like,
Mhm.
no, I've never seen that one, trying to kill the conversation a bit. And like even after like graduation, like the ceremony had ended and I was trying to go like hug all my friends, he was just kind of following me around, like, let me show you the
Oh, jeez.
trailer of Lost Boys. And I was just sitting here like, bro, I gotta go. It was so weird.
How old was he?
He like easily like 70 to 80. Like, he
Oh my
was
god, that's very
definitely
old
old.
guy.
And he was keeping up with me. I was like speed walking everywhere. I was practically sprinting because it was such a huge crowd. And he was just right on my tail. You ever seen a Lost Boys?
Have you searched the movie afterwards?
I
Lost
didn't.
Boys?
No, I told him I would, but I didn't. Fun fact, I lied. I did not.
What is it called? Lost Boy or
Lost Boys. It's apparently like this vampire movie from like the 80s.
Lost Boys? Oh, found it. Uh-huh. Okay.
I have no idea if it's good or not. I just didn't bother to look.
Yeah. Are you playing with your knife?
Maybe just a little bit. I flipped it once and you went, "You playing with your knife?" Can you hear the OTF? I think it's too quick to even pick up.
No, I heard the
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I
that
guess I did.
noise.
Yeah, that's the OTF. Sweet. My lizard, well, no, my hamster is looking at me like I'm stupid.
How did you confuse your hamster with a lizard?
Oh, well,
You have both?
let me just send you some pictures of real quick. Let me just send you pictures of my
Sure.
he chirps like a bird. Weirdest dog I've ever had, I own.
Why do he chirps like a bird?
Yeah, he chirps like a bird sometimes. I don't know why. He's a little cranky. But chirps like a bird. Weirdest dog I've ever owned, I swear to God. Let me find a picture of him.
Okay.
He's such a good boy though. I love him. I was not
What's
talking
his
about you,
name?
Roscoe. My dog's in the back. He just went, oh, good boy.
What's his name?
Hamster.
What? So it's a dog.
No, it's not a dog. My other dog, Roscoe, he's in the background.
Uh,
This is
so
my
it's a hamster named Hamster, or it's a lizard named Hamster.
You'll see. Here's some pictures of him. He's a little green and scaly, but I swear he's got the spirit. Pretty cool.
I'm not seeing the pictures.
They're sending. No worry. There he is. He's my boy.
Hey
Hey.
hey
He literally is just next to my PC. I
Oh
always
my
keep
god.
him like right there because his tank. Like I have a very jerry-rigged setup, and by that I mean just like stupidly redneck setup. Like anything next to me is so completely like out of place. None of it matches to the point of where everything matches because it's so random.
Oh.
It is just so weird.
Yeah, there is a mic right next to. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that is literally
Is
my
that what
mic.
is that? Is that a Star Wars? What is that? Is that a hand sanitizer?
What?
It is a hand sanitizer
Oh
with
yeah,
Baby Yoda.
that's my Grogu hand sanitizer. I actually love Star Wars. I have my lightsaber on
Uh,
top of the PC.
you have a lightsaber. What color is it?
Well, actually, this is a RGB hilt that I customized myself, and the blade is next to
Ooh.
me. I can make it any color out of 11.
Well, what's your favorite?
Green.
Green? You like green?
Green is my favorite color, if you couldn't tell.
Oh my god. I've never watched Star Wars actually.
Really? I've been
Yeah.
pressuring some of my friends into doing it. Everyone tells me like, "Oh, watch Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings," and I'm just like,
But have you
"No."
seen Lost Boys?
I have not seen Lost Boys. I have not, in fact, seen Lost Boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice keyboard.
literally. Oh, thank you. I got it from a friend for free. I didn't steal it, but recently I was like, man, my HP keyboard kind of flat, and we were like comparing keyboards. And I said, what's that one down there? He said, oh, you can have that one. That was my buddy's old keyboard, and I was like, does he not want it? He was like, no, and I don't want it either. And
Nice.
if I hit it, every key comes flying off, but I don't hit it, so it's
Uh,
okay.
okay.
That was the warning he gave me. Literally, if I like tell you anything next to me, there's gonna be like the exact opposite or weirder item next to me. Um, I find microphone box. Lizard with a heat lamp in a 33-gallon tank. Zippo lighter,
What is
katana.
a Zippo lighter?
The Zippo lighter is actually custom made. Let me take a picture of it real quick. It's very pretty. I like it a lot.
Zippo lighter.
Yeah, they're like the old school type of light.
Oh, the one you flick.
Yeah.
Oh, those are cool. Do you like smoke? Why do you have one?
I don't smoke. I just like lighting things on fire.
Okay, that's even
I
worse.
just happen to like fire a lot.
Those are cool though.
Homemade lockpicks, tension wrench
You
for
have
the homemade
homemade
lockpick.
lockpicks.
Lockpicking is a hobby of mine. I have many stupid hobbies.
So
Uh,
you like to lockpick in and setting things on fire.
it's a little worrying, yes.
That's very worrying.
That's the Zippo lighter. It's custom made.
It's custom made.
Yeah, the insert actually, I need to replace the flint, but it is a jet flame and a soft flame. Really cool.
And what is that below your thing? Is that an RGB light?
That is
Um,
actually a charging cord, which I use for the headphones that I'm using right now. It is magnetic, and I just always have the insert inserted into my headset. So if I need to charge it, I just hold it up to it.
oh.
Oh, and down there is my giant mess of cords. That would be the power supply. That would be the surge
Oh
protector. That
my
would be
god, look
a
at your
watch
setup.
charger, other charger, power banks. That would be my LED lights, RGB lights underneath my desk. That would be my 3 different neon signs above the lizard tank.
You have a neon sign?
I have 3 of them, yeah.
Show it. Show me, show
All
me.
right, let me light them up real quick. Oh my god. Do you know that app Temu where like you can get a bunch of free stuff? I was
Where?
this it's like this Chinese marketing app. I wouldn't use it. It takes forever. But like if you refer a lot of people if you refer too many people, you can get a certain amount of credits and I had $20 in store credit because I just kept spam sending it to people. And
Uh-huh.
I bought 10 things because I got the bundle where you get 10 things and the most expensive one's free. Let me take a picture of them real quick. I like these guys.
What does it say on the neon sign?
They're not actually words. They're just
Um,
three shapes that I really like because I love dinosaurs and
you like
space.
dinosaurs
I love dinosaurs.
and space and lizards?
I used to want to be a paleontologist.
Yo, that's bonkers actually. Green.
Yeah, the green, yeah, and the other
Yeah.
one, it's
There's a
whatever.
fish for some reason.
Oh yeah, okay. So my mom decorated this room, right? Uh,
Uh-huh.
Dude, she tried to go for like a hunter woodsman outdoor thing when my brother, who shares a room with me but doesn't hardly ever sleep in here, he does nothing but plays games all day, and I do nothing but draw. And
Uh-huh.
so she went for like a outdoor wildlife extremist thing. So there's like uh verses from the Bible on some fish pictures above my bed. Next to me, something we got in Tennessee. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger, except bears. Bears will kill you. Our light switch has fake antlers on it. There's an old school head fishing lure diagram. Another fish thing. And then above the door from the inside, don't wake the bear. And then you go to the things that me and my brother have added to the room ourselves, and the room does not go together at all.
It doesn't.
Let's first start off with this huge, like yardstick and a half, I guess. I don't know, like 4 or 5 feet long TV that he
There's a
uses for
TV?
that he uses
Oh,
for
that's
the
so cool.
PS5. Um, he has two katanas on his little night.
Oh, he has a katana. What the fuck?
They're little fake ones. I have two little fake ones next to me as well as a fake
The little
rapier.
ones.
Not they're not like wakizashi or anything, but like they're definitely smaller than standard size katana.
Oh.
The only real one in here is mine. I own a real one.
You have a real one?
I have a real one.
So you
A
have a real
JoJo
sword?
hat. He has a Jotaro hat on his thing that I
You have
bought
a
him.
Jotaro
I
hat.
bought him a Jotaro hat, and I have my Oculus Quest
Fine.
2 on my beanbag that is bright red. He has a gamer chair set up on a rolling pad in front of the beanbag. Got my art stuff. Got a Lasco Walmart fan on the beanbag, like aimed up at my bed. A box of hands, stuff like that. My katana, my rapier that's not real, my two other katanas that aren't real, but I sharpened them anyway because why not? Um,
Well, if you sharpen it, it will very be real.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
weaker, I guess. R2D2. I have R2D2 in
You
here.
have R2D2.
I've had this guy forever. He's super
How big is
dusty.
he?
He's like maybe like a foot and a half, 2 feet tall. Not crazy
I
big.
don't know how to use feet.
Oh, my bad. You're on the metric system. Oh wait, no, I'm retarded. Which one are you on?
I'm I'm Korean.
Got it.
Centimeters.
I have a Tesla coil ball, like
Tesla coil
the
bulb.
little it like shoots things of electricity inside of a glass dome. It's pretty cool, and you put your hand up to it and it can do that. I have two miniature Tengen mini katanas from Demon
Tengen.
Slayer. Yeah, Tengen Uzui.
Oh.
I have those on my PC, and they normally sell them individually, but mine came broken, so I asked for a replacement, and I didn't even have to send the old one back. So I bent the chain and put them together like he has in the show. Now they're just cooler, I guess. Uh,
Mhm.
my skateboards, all that. My desk, which is just a masterpiece, really. Not Walmart. Amazon webcam that hardly does anything. Limited edition marshmallow strawberry watermelon Coca-Cola. Right, right.
Huh? Can you
Uh,
say that again?
yeah. Okay, so you know the artist
Marshmallow.
Marshmello? Yeah, the singer.
Singer? Oh, I thought you meant like a flavor.
No,
There's marshmallow and
it
also
is
watermelon.
a flavor, but it's not marshmallow flavored. It is strawberry watermelon flavored, and it's a limited edition
Strawberry.
Coca-Cola can. I have a sealed one because I bought two of them, one to taste and one to keep. And honestly, it tasted like garbage, but I know that thing's gonna be worth money in the future. Got some Pokemon cards, like 3 hollow evolutions, I guess. Nothing more than that. Some film for my Polaroid. That's fine.
Mm.
Got my light up keyboard, light up PC, light up mouse pad, light up mouse that was like $5 at Ollie's. Um, got my old school backpack, and you can tell I was a loser because I have Owl House glyphs drawn on it.
Owl House?
I loved the Owl House, yeah.
I well, I will not say anything about it.
Okay, thank you. Jar of money. Uh, I have a old Lego miniature version of this desk setup. I built a
The
Lego
whole deck
version.
setup?
I built a Lego version of it. Yeah.
Oh, are you into Legos?
I used to be a huge Lego kid, and then I just gave them all to my little brother because I felt like too
Um,
much of a child when I used them. I just like building models and what.
I have a fake Amogus plushie in my room.
Amogus plushie.
Yeah,
I only
and
have one stuffed animal.
there's some drawings, but I can't show it because it's my face.
Ah, gotcha. Just
Yeah.
gonna dox yourself with your art.
But yeah, I only have like my room is very small. It only
Mine,
fits like a table and a bed, and that's it.
mine is a pretty average to big sized room. It's just that my brother technically shares it, so we have 2 dressers and 2 beds and basically 2 of anything. On his side of the room, the only decoration he has put up, like himself, is a Call of Duty Modern Warfare poster that we got at GameStop for free.
Oh, oh, I want a pop poster in that room.
I have an old map of the United States, I guess, that I got at Books a
Why?
Million. I was one of them kids who just really liked archaeology and geology.
Um,
Amazing. And I would always just be like, oh, I want a globe or I want a map. And the globes were always too expensive, so I just kept getting maps.
mhm.
Maps are
I
just the
was
worst
never
love.
a geology or any kind of that.
Ah,
Yeah.
I got weird hobbies.
Yeah, no, you have mixed hobbies.
I actually love
Dinosaurs.
I invent things as like a little
You
coping
invent
mechanism.
things?
I like to invent things, yes.
Like what?
Um, I have an old video of it. Basically, I'm holding it right now. It's sort of burnt to a crisp. Um,
Oh,
it's a glove that shoots fire out of the palm of your hand.
like real fire.
Yes, like a flame.
I think you might be a anime villain. I don't know. It seems
Hey, they call me the
like
Dr.
all the things you own
Doofenshmirtz.
seems so dangerous.
This is my burninator.
Harry the Platypus.
Platypus. I can't do his voice. But
Yeah, I forgot
it's
his
an
voice.
old baseball glove. It's a junior size baseball glove with a little barbecue sparker on it that would go over the little diode, I guess you could call it. It's more of a hollowed out button that runs to a tube that is going a canister full of butane that you would pull a little string up with your finger, which pulls the lever on the butane, shooting it through the tube, snaking through your palm, and once it shoots out, the arc catches it, and then boom, you've got a fire in your hand as long as your finger is up. But I forgot this is a rubbery latex glove that would, burn to a crisp. And so it just started burning through and hurting my palms.
Oh man.
Very painful, very not good.
Yeah, you do cool stuff,
Yeah,
I guess.
it's cool. I collect silverware.
Like like what? Like knife? Fork?
No,
Spoons?
spoons specifically, but some other things. So
Spoons?
basically, um, nah, I can't get in trouble for this. Okay, I had to think about it before I admitted to anything. Um,
Mm.
Whenever I'm out with my friends at like restaurants or something,
Mm-hmm.
I take a spoon and I don't give it back.
That's illegal.
Just a little bit. Let me lay out my collection real quick.
You can't be doing that. What?
Okay, little spoon from my friend's yard that he didn't want anymore because it was dirty. It's a plastic spoon. Plastic fork from Fushakli's because their chicken tenders are amazing. Uh, Knife from other friend's yard that is extremely rusty that he didn't know how it got out there. Um, this is the first one I ever stole. It's a local Korean place actually.
Oh,
It was their dipping sauce spoon. I really liked it. This
you,
one
you stole it.
This one is a
What the fuck?
Mexican restaurant knife that doesn't cut hardly anything because it's been used so much. This would be a slushy place that's also local, and I got one of their little plastic spoons. This would be one that I found recently in an abandoned factory. Very cool, very old. This one I got from Applebee's.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Alfredo fork. I have a giant antique silver serving spoon. It's genuine silver because it's oxidizing, and I got it for $3 at an antique store. This is an
Oh my
Applebee's
god.
steak knife. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. This would be a. Which was it? I think they're also local, but they're a biscuit place. They're really good. That would be one of their spoons. They have really good grits, so I stole a spoon. This would be one that I found wedged in a bulldozer. Kind of destroyed.
How, why? How would you find that?
I was rooting around the bulldozer, obviously.
Why?
Because why not? Let me let my dog out and I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna just let him out the room. That's all he wants. Yeah,
Oh.
I was doing a thing called tread. Cool little trick of mine where you just kind of pick a direction and wander.
No, you're kind of admitting to crimes that you've committed.
Yes, but I have not said my name. I've said my workplace, but I will bleep it
Hmm.
out.
Hmm.
All
They'll
right,
never catch you, right?
took a good picture. Let me send that on over. All right, sweet. Let me just put all these back inside my bag and then try not crush my Polaroid camera because I have a like $130 Polaroid camera in here.
Oh my god, is that the big one the antique one?
Yep, pretty cool.
Oh, that's actually cool.
Yeah, I was walking around an antique store with my friends and they just know I love silverware. And they were just like, well, you already bought a bag at Goodwill. What do you want to buy here? And I was like, I kind of want a spoon. Like, it was one of the big ones that, like, they have hanging on the wall because it doesn't fit on a table.
Spoon.
Spoon.
Thank God our spoons are all wooden.
Ah, I keep forgetting y'all got wooden spoons. Unfortunate. Ugh. Get inside my bag. Go, go. The pedophile says to the child at the airport. Ugh. Okay.
Okay, I just got the joke.
I'm trying to think of what else weird I have around me. I have two of the same like RGB lights, like remote, because
I don't really like RGBs.
I have no idea why or how I just happened to acquire so many RGB things. Emu gave me the LED RGB neon signs,
Who's
and
that?
that's that app that gives you free stuff.
Okay.
It also gave me the charger cord. It gave me a lot, honestly. It gave me the strip underneath my desk, but at a little discount store, I bought 3 hexagon lights, and they came with the same remote. So now I just have 2 remotes for the same thing of lights, and they can both do the same thing.
Mhm.
And the PC, very happy with. It's an HP PC. It's exact model, but it was like $800, something like that. And it was sort of custom built. Like I just chose like a different graphics card for it because the old one was doggy doo doo. And
I yeah.
it in America, if you buy it, it grows green. It glows green from the bottom. But if you
What
buy it
glow
in
screen?
the light on the PC, But if you buy it in Australia, it glows purple for some reason. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know why they have it like region locked for colors. They're pulling some Nintendo crap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
That's
really
so
weird.
weird.
And the mouse pad lights up around the edges. I just have it plugged into the PC.
Hmm. I have a booze bottle
Very cool. I've never drank before in my life.
of my favorite booze. Too bad I can't drink anymore, but it's called Jägermeister. It's pretty good.
Oh, I've heard of that. People do a thing here called Jaeger bombing where they just do 3 of them at once.
Oh yeah, Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
I just like straight up Jägermeister.
Isn't that German, I'm pretty sure?
Yeah, it's Jaeger means hunter.
Ah, okay, cool.
Meister means master, I think. Made with herbs, I think.
I bet you'll never guess the blade color of the katana.
Oh, there's a color?
Yeah, it's electroplated.
Like Demon Slayer.
I know, that's what I was thinking when I got it. If you want, I can grab it right now.
Is it red?
Nope.
Green.
Yeah.
I should have gotten that. Oh, I'm
it's
stupid.
a green
Why would I go
katana.
for red? Obviously, it's green.
It's a wonderful katana. I love it so much.
Is there a green katana in Demon Slayer?
Yes, Sonomies and I think not Open Eyes, but Sonomies. I'm pretty sure. Whew.
Let me search. I don't remember the names. Oh, the mad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upsetty Spaghetti Boy.
Yeah.
No Go
He's
Alfredo
pretty cool.
Man. Yeah.
I read the mangas. It's pretty cool.
I never
really
read
watch
the
anime,
manga.
though.
I'm just watching the anime for it.
Anime is so well made.
It is.
But the thing is,
doesn't it cost like $100,000 for each episode?
well, I don't know. I don't work in
a lot.
anime industry. But the thing is, Demon Slayer is considered very bad in Korea.
Why?
So like you can't really enjoy them. Well, the reason being is, you know the rising sun flag of Japan?
Oh, he wears that on his ring.
Yeah, and that's
kinda...
basically the Nazi symbol in Korea.
Oh, I keep forgetting Japan is a very imperialistic place.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting what they did.
So Koreans are like, it can't be doing that, and they hate watching it, but it's also the most popular anime in Korea.
It's still illegal to own Nazi paraphernalia in America.
Oh. Nazi what?
Paraphernalia basically just means like any artifacts, like a gun that has
Oh,
a
like
Nazi
flags
stamp
or
on it. Yeah, like flags and whatnot, like old medals of honor regime.
I don't think it's illegal to own in Korea. I don't know. I don't own it, so.
Dude, actually, you know what the Freemasons were?
What?
Freemasons? You ever heard of the Freemasons? It's this cult. They're still around. They've been around for hundreds of years. One of my buddies' grandpas was a Freemason, and I found out recently.
I've never heard of it.
So his grandpa, right? It's his great grandfather. He's dead. He's been dead for years. And I was rooting around with my buddy. We were trying to clean out his room. He was like, "Oh, this is an old box of stuff my grandpa left me." And I was like, "Oh, what's in it?" He was like, "Well, there used to be this weird hat. It was like one of them like all-seeing hats, where like like the Indian man would wear it." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Like a red little hat." And I was thinking, kind of weird that your grandfather would own that unless he was into some conspiracies. And he was like, "Yeah, but it's whatever. He was kind of cuckoo anyways. Here's a ring he left me." And he showed me this ring. And I was like, "Huh, cool ring, I guess." And I thought it had the Assassin's Creed logo on it because it's very similar.
Oh, it kind of looks like that, yeah.
Very similar. And I looked at it a little bit closely and I was like, "Yo, your grandpa was a Freemason." He said, "What?" I said, "You know what a Freemason is, right?" He said, "No." I said, "Look, you see the little logo on the ring?" He said, "Yeah, it's got all like the building tools and whatnot in the shape of like an A." I said, "Yeah, look up the Freemasons on your phone." Your grandfather was part of a cult. He was like, what? I knew it was weird, but I didn't think it was that. And we looked at it. He was like, yeah, that's the same symbol. And then we looked at one of the pictures. People in a meeting, right? They were wearing the same hats. They were wearing the exact same hat. Oh my
The
god.
fuck?
He was like, that's the hat. I was like, where's the hat? And he's like, it's in the attic. And I was like, ah, I want to wear the Freemason hat. It was just so weird.
In Korea, there was a cult named Shinchenji. I don't know if it has an English name or not. And they have a thing where they have to hug it out and all that.
Oh, they sound nice.
But they did that in Corona, the COVID-19.
Oh,
And
not nice.
that made it spread everywhere. And, you know, they got
Unfortunate.
all canceled and stuff.
Did we ever figure out what Corona was caused by? Everyone kind of just
We
stopped
don't know, I
talking about
guess.
it.
Well, a lot of people say it's from China, but I
People
don't
were
know.
like, "Oh, it's a code name for a virus in 19 because it was supposed to come out in 2019. Oh, it's planned by Joe Biden." And then everyone was like, "No, people ate bats." And then we never heard
Yeah,
more about it. I was sitting
we
there just
never
like,
know.
"Well, is there any updates? Like, do we know?" And it's just like, "No, it's still either bats or Joe Biden." And I was just like, "All right."
I've never heard of the Joe Biden one.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, apparently him and some dictators were like, oh, cooking up a virus or something." No, he doesn't know where he is half the time. There's no way he would have done that. I like the videos of him just like wandering around aimlessly or like
Yeah,
shaking people's hand and then going for another one for like no reason because he forgot he shook
yeah, I've
their
seen the
hand.
video and the music. But you know the music, the
Yeah.
weird, what's it called?
Someone played the Me
Burning
creator thing.
Memory.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've heard of
that
that. That's
one.
like what's supposed to be like how dementia sounds, right? Can't remember.
No.
There's like some 8 hour long video. It's like a symphony. I think it's called Everywhere at the End of Time. I don't remember. It's like this thing.
Oh, found it.
Yeah, it's like this thing that's supposed to like represent how it feels to have dementia.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
only
Biden.
listened to like 3 hours of it. It's really good. It's really weird though. Huh.
Yeah. I
Ooh,
don't really know
Biden.
politics.
I could not care for politics.
Yeah,
What
especially
I
it's
hope
not my country.
the world does go into apocalypse because if it does, I'm having an amazing time.
Well, I don't think I would.
Oh, okay, suit yourself. But yeah, politics is a really weird thing. I don't ever get into it.
Yeah.
I'm technically old enough to vote now, but I'm more than likely just not going to.
I don't know if I'm able to talk about this, but Korean politics,
Yeah,
they fight a lot, like physical fight,
I've heard
like
of
mid
that.
government thing. I don't know what they're doing honestly, but there's like clips flying around of they like fighting.
They're over here just playing Brawlhalla.
Like
Oh,
people get to choose like their own politicians and they make them fight. It's like Pokemon.
just put them together like Beyblades. Let
It's
it
funny.
rip! Pow! That's great. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, today,
Yeah?
uh, entire Seoul, you know Seoul, the Korean city, capital
Yes.
city.
Yes.
Uh, they sent out this alert messages like what are those called? Like
Uh,
national alert
yeah, national
signs,
responses or
sirens.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, they did that, saying North Korea has launched a nuclear missile, and people were
Aware!
going nuts.
Aware!
In Seoul, like to Seoul, I think, and apparently
Oh,
it was a fake one that North Korea sent out.
are
So
you in Seoul?
I am in Seoul, but I was
Oh,
sleeping. So if it was
you would
real,
have
I would
gone
have
in your
died.
sleep. This podcast wouldn't have happened.
Like
You
people
would
were
have
going
gone
mad
in
about
your
it.
sleep. there wouldn't be any more Minu streams. You would disappear and everyone would be so confused.
Yeah, nobody would know what happened. Oh, they would know because
Yeah,
North Koreans are
I'd
famous.
assume something catastrophic happened. Uh, there's one server I play on in Minecraft. Um,
Which one?
so you ever heard of that YouTuber, the Mr. Epic?
No.
Well, he has a huge survival SMP that he does that anyone can join. It's like a faction server, basically. It's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can just play normal survival Minecraft if you want, or you could use like the in-game store and whatnot. It's not pay to win, but like you gotta grind if you do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, don't build your base anywhere within 10,000 blocks. There's only
Like,
55. There's 55k till the border, but like, because it's a confined world, it'd be too laggy if it was otherwise. But like, don't do it anywhere within 10k because there's gonna be hackers, and before they're stopped, they're gonna at least get 10k.
is it a anarchy server? Like
Yeah,
2v2t?
essentially, yeah. It's just an anarchy server with a protected spawn.
Oh.
You can go visit the old spawn if you would like to. They move it around every like couple months or so. And so you'll go to the old spawn and it is just caved in and destroyed and archaic. But then you go to the new spawn, it's all happy and friendly. And then they make another one and then that area is no longer happy and friendly. But I have bad trust issues on that server. So what I did is I have a fake base that's like 10k out that I don't keep anything at besides like maybe like 20 diamonds or something. Like, just like, oh look, there's valuables here, definitely my real base, and like an ender chest that I just don't ever go to. But my real one is 35k out and it is at bedrock. And it is great.
Oh.
I was gonna make it in the nether, but I know I'd make the mistake of trying to set my spawn in a bed and I would just die. But
No, there is like a hacking client that spots like chests and stuff.
yeah. It's I think it's called Chest ESP. I've used it before, an item ESP and player ESP. That's why I just go 30k out because after 50 blocks the ESP don't work anymore. And once I'm just down all the way down there, unless you have, I think it's like man-made highlights, which is like any blocks interacted by a person, it's just highlighted. Unless you have that, you're just not gonna see my base all the way down there. And you can do /home, and my /home is just at bedrock down there. It's very sweet. It's a very cool base. I like it. I have like 3 different little farms in there. I have a tree farm, working on a little chicken farm. I have a sugarcane and a bamboo farm. It doubles as both because when it's automatic, I just let it go. And a cocoa bean farm because it's under a jungle. I was just
Well,
like,
cocoa beans are so useless though.
yeah, unless you want to like murder a parrot with a cookie.
Why would you do that? It's so unnecessary. Like, you
Unless
can
you
just
wanna,
kill a parrot if you want to.
unless
You
you
don't
want
have
to
to
like commit
feed
homicide
cookies.
or something. Uh, well, I could also just make cookies and eat them myself.
I mean, cookies are kind of shit.
Well, yeah, but they look cool.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. They're like cozy and stuff.
Yeah.
Have the aesthetic, but like,
Aesthetic, living underground.
yeah, like.
I have an
cookies.
amethyst. I'm amethyst mine farm. Like all the budding blocks are exposed. It's pretty cool. I have a zombie spawner.
Amethyst is also kind of useless.
Yeah, but like you can sell it on that server on the in-game store. There's
Oh, you can
there's like
sell it?
there's like a money counter thing, and I'm at like $18,000, which isn't anywhere near the top. The top is like I want to say there's millionaires on the server already, but like pretty good for not doing anything.
I'm very bad at being consistent.
I'm
Like
also
even
very
now,
bad at
like
that.
streaming daily is so hard.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at being consistent.
I used to stream on this old Twitch account I had, and I would just stream Minecraft, and I would have lo-fi playing in the background, sort of like what you do with your drawing and whatnot.
Yeah.
I would never look at my view counter or anything because I have one monitor. I would just be playing Minecraft and be like, if people join, they join. If they don't, then I'm still playing Minecraft. Who cares? And I think I started getting like not even like maybe like 70 viewers max each one, and only had
17?
like 70, yeah,
What
like
the?
each stream. Like it was going up to that, and like every now and then like people would follow and whatnot. But I never did it on YouTube, never did it for subs. And then I lost the account. The account got hacked, and I got
What?
the account. Someone logged into it. I could no longer log into it. But what I could do is a password reset. So I reset the password, came back, all my VODs were deleted, everything gone. And I was just like, oh.
Oh, that's sad.
And I don't know why I didn't just keep the account. Just change the email. I deleted it because I was like 14. And I was just like, I no longer want this. So I just stopped. And
Huh.
I deleted that account, and then I just made a new one to go watch streams with. And I was like,
Oh,
and then I
yeah, yeah.
started trying on that one, and I think like one time I got like 5 viewers, and I was like, yay, and then I never did it again.
I should like stop looking at view counts. I know
I
it kind of
just
mess you up and all that.
Yeah, I just never cared about it. I was just like, well, if someone watches, they do, and if they don't, then I'm still sitting here with lo-fi. It's great. But oh my god, I feel like an idiot because that was such a good account. Oh my god. They had like tried streaming racist stuff on it when they had
What?
taken. Okay, so
Racist stuff?
this is a thing people do when they take your Twitch account. They'll just start streaming random stuff to try and get you banned because there's no proof it isn't you. And so I still had like 30 or so videos to just delete that were just like people streaming like gore and crap. And I'm so surprised
Oh my
nobody flagged
god.
it. So surprised nobody flagged it. But literally it was just that. Then I just came back and I saw that and I was just like, I don't want to go through that. So I just deleted it.
What do they get from that? Like they don't gain anything.
They get satisfaction of making me sad, I guess.
They're evil. What the fuck?
But to be fair, I'd be doing pretty terrible things in VR with my friends. I'm trying to animate them right now with like my animatic stuff. Um,
Yeah.
a Township Tale. It's this cartoonic survival game in VR. I love it so much.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yes, I've talked about it so intensely. It is just such a grindy game. You can have 8 people on a server at one time on Quest, and I have stolen so much stuff from people. There's been so many like duping exploits. I have crushed some servers. Me and my friend have called it once-lering now, where you just keep repeatedly killing everyone because you're that good at the game. Where you keep destroying like everything and like trolling everyone to the point where nobody logs into that server anymore and it's dead.
Oh,
And
that's evil.
and we call it once-luring. It's when people are racist though. That's when we do that.
Oh, okay, got it. So you're
Uh,
like a um anti-hero, I guess.
there's no voice moderation.
um, I don't think I would able to play VR because my room's too small.
Yeah, if you got a small room, I wouldn't do it. I used to play it
Yeah.
in here in between the twin size beds, like right where my beanbag is. I used to play it in here. And it was like an alright space, but then Oculus updated it. You no longer needed 4 foot by 4 foot area to play VR. You needed 6 foot by 6 foot area. And I don't know why
Oh.
they did that, because I still use 4 foot by 4 foot. But to make a barrier, you need 6 foot by 6 foot, and I couldn't make a barrier in here with beds in the way. So now I play in the living room.
Oh. Don't you feel stupid though? Like, aren't your families gonna see like you
So
playing
much, yes.
VR?
I do it like when they're taking a nap or like when they're just out of the house.
Uh,
Like right now, I could go play it. The only people here are me and my little brother. I'm babysitting him today. Um, it's just, like playing Beat Saber with like some stupid like anime music going on in it. Like I never do that whenever my family's around. I never do that. But
I've only played. Yeah.
if
Okay, you
it,
can talk.
sorry, if it's like game development, because I tried making a VR game, then yeah, I'll be testing it while they're around. Who cares?
Oh, that's for fun.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did
I
you what you're
forgot what I
saying?
was gonna say. I had a story. I forgot.
Have you lost your VR virginity yet? That's when you use a VR headset. It's not when you do anything explicit in it. It's when you just use one.
I I have an experience on VR.
Is it the
There was like a VR
cardboard?
station where I used to live. There was a VR station for like
Ah, I
playing
wish we
games on
had.
VRs.
Wish we had that. We don't have those.
Yeah, I love that, but it was so expensive, and I could only go like once or
It's
twice
like
in a
40
year.
bucks an hour, yeah.
And I used to play like, there's one place that had tilt brush. You know tilt
Tilt
brush?
brush. I love tilt
It's
brush.
so fun. I had
Here's
such
one
a
thing
fun
that I like
time.
a bit more than tilt brush though. You ever heard of king spray?
Bro, I wanted that.
Yes, I
I
want that
wanted that
so.
so badly.
Oh my god. I had a cracked
That's the
version of it
one
for a
you
little while and then
do
it got
graffiti,
deleted.
right?
It's like yeah, graffiti. It's vandalism and whatnot. I love that so
Yeah, it's
much.
so fun. It's so hard to do graffiti in real life.
Yeah, dude, I love like word art and like expressive like stuff like that. Like, oh, joy is all bubbly and then sad's all drippy, just stuff like that. Just like representation of words through the words, right? And being able to draw them out is so fun. Except you can't do it in real life as easy. Oh my god, you
Yeah.
have to find a legal wall or a bridge where there's nobody.
Um.
But in VR, you can just go anywhere. It's so good.
So I watched this video of King Spray,
Yeah,
by Jacksepticeye,
yeah, he made
and I
this a
wanted to
lot.
do it so badly that I kept telling my mom and dad, and at Christmas, my dad was like, "Look what I got you," and it was like Samsung goggle VR stuff that you can actually play games
Oh,
with.
I know what you're talking about. I had one. Can't
Yeah.
remember what it was called. It was like Man's View. I'm pretty sure it was called this weird off-brand Chinese thing. I got at Goodwill. I got it for like $5. It didn't even. Okay, so you know how you're supposed to put your phone in a tray and then slide it in through like the little door.
Yeah. You need it like a
There
phone.
was no tray that came with it. It was just the headset without the tray. So what I did is I rolled up like a bunch of post-it notes in a rubber band, and I would wedge my phone in between it so it wouldn't move. So I'd be sitting there with this uncomfortable headset on my head, and I would be trying to use it, holding my hands up. It didn't even have a button. I couldn't even use a button. And there would just be
Uh,
this pink tube sticking off to the side. And I would just go
the
through
VR is
like
so
grocery
immersive.
store experience and stuff like that.
I only watched YouTube videos with it like a few times.
I never tried that. I just kept trying to play games and none of them worked.
I would like a VR set in my room. Like even the ones you just play on a desk. Just want
Yeah.
a VR set. It would be so fun.
I have two VR headsets.
I
One
want to
of
play VR Minecraft.
I've tried it. It's wonderful.
Is it fun?
There's a cracked version of it called Questcraft on the VR headsets. It's just Minecraft, but it is so wonderful. I want to play it more. It's so good. Uh, it's so tiring. Oh my god. But I have the original Quest 1 headset. I have a refurbished one that I had bought for $200 when I didn't have enough for a Quest 2 because they were still like $400, $500 at that time. And that was 2.5 to 3 years ago. I still have it. That thing has been through so much wear and tear over time. I call it my little war machine. And if I'm ever like going on to like a tournament or something, I genuinely cannot use the Quest 2, which has better performance, better graphics and whatnot, because I just know that I'm better on the Quest 1.
What do
It was like
you
rock
go
league
into
trading.
like
It's so weird.
uh competitions?
I went for some that were for fun. Like there's always like the little kid
Which
ones,
game?
obviously. There was Gorilla Tag, which is the most
Gorilla Tag?
funniest game, yes. It is such a workout, and I actually have like pie arms right now because they jack up your forearms. I'm not gonna lie.
Like yeah.
Echo VR almost had a full esports team. It was a wonderful. They did have a bunch of tournaments for money and stuff,
Oh, that's
and I
fun.
only won about like $15 on PayPal on a local one. It was pretty good.
It's just like tags but with gorillas, right? And you
Yeah,
gotta like
it's
climb.
it's literally just like infection game mode. Run away from everybody, and you can only use your arms. You don't have
Yeah.
legs.
I think I've seen some of those.
It's so tiring. Oh my god, and I'm such a god at that game. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I have like a so when you use VR, it, the screen is very close to your eyes, right?
Yeah, it irritates
So
them.
In my thinking, it would be bad for your eyes.
I'm
No?
assuming it is, but I'm not sure.
So
I think that's also a
I'm very
myth, though. I
concerned.
don't know if screens actually hurt your eyes. Here's the
Like
thing.
it's
Here's the
like
thing, though.
1 inch,
Yeah, it's like right
right?
there. But here's
You
the
know, it's like
thing.
right there.
Here's
That
the
could
thing,
hurt
though.
your eyes.
The first like 2 months I ever had VR. Okay, first off, first story. The first game I ever played in VR was Gorilla Tag, and it
No.
is correct when they say move everything away from you as far as possible when you play that game. First 2 minutes of me playing that game, I punched my window. Um,
Oh my
I'm
god.
pretty sure like I cracked or splintered something in my finger. Like if I bend it wrong, it still hurts.
Did it like shattered?
The
Like
window?
the window.
No, I hit the sill. I hit the frame.
Oh, you hit the frame.
It
That's even
hurts so
worse.
bad. Like the little metal bar in between like the two sliding window pieces. Ooh, just slammed it. Oh my god, it hurts so bad. Um, for the first like 2 months, you're gonna get like these crazy nauseating headaches, especially if you play games like Echo VR or something like that. It's going to be so painful and terrible.
Girl?
But now I'm like almost immune to migraines. I have not had one in 2 years.
No.
Like I do not get motion sick anymore. There's a problem with VR, right? It like dulls your senses. It's terrifying. So like I was playing VR chat and all that, right? And you know how like if you walk off a ledge in real life, you're like, whoa, you brace yourself. I was
Yeah.
doing that in VR. I'm no longer afraid of heights. I'll like walk off of a ledge that is obviously too big for me and I'll just fall. And I'll just be like, shouldn't do that again. And then I'll just get
But
up.
like, what in
But
real life?
yes, in real life, it's just terrifying because like, oh, it's a ledge that's like slightly bigger than I can drop down safely. Boom, just shouldn't do that again. Anyways, and then I'll like be stepping downstairs and I'll just step down them a bit too quick, fall. Shouldn't do that again. And then I'll get up. It's terrible. And then in some VR games like Echo VR, there's zero gravity, or like you drop something and it stays frozen in the air,
Oh.
and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's no consequence to just dropping things on the floor. I had a problem with littering for like a couple months because I was just like,
That's so
I
bad.
was like in my head, I was just like, don't need this item anymore, drop it, and I was just dropping things. And what I've been doing still, I still have this problem. I'll have like a water bottle or something, and I'll just
Hmm.
let go of it. Not even set it on a table or something. Just like let go of it. Maybe like a foot above the table or something. Just drop it flat onto something. Because
Oh
I
my
keep
god.
forgetting that gravity exists and that there's consequences to leaving things lying around. And there has this is gonna be embarrassing. This is terrible. There has been times where like I'll be sitting down, and I've actually done it right here at the foot of my bed. I'll be sitting down and I'll be thinking I don't want to get up and walk over there, and I'll like raise my hand real quick and realize there's no teleport feature. There is no teleport feature.
It's so
And
funny.
I'll raise my hand and I'll have my hand like in the position of holding a controller, and I'll just be like, what am I doing? And then I get up and then I'll be walking, and then like 5 minutes later I'll be like, was I trying to teleport?
It's funny.
Because in some games, like a Township Tale, there's a little technique called teleporting. And there used to be a
Yeah,
thing called
I've
Teleport
done
Sprinter,
it.
where you just spam teleport and you go like I think like 5% faster than just running. And I'll just be
Hmm.
like, I don't want to run. So then I'll just hold up my hand. Like, what am I
And then you're
doing?
like click click click.
Yeah, I'll be like literally tapping my index finger. I'll just be sitting there like, what am I doing?
You're going crazy.
Yeah. I'll be like in Echo VR, you swipe on your forearm to open up a menu. I
And you
remember
do that.
I was oh my god, I was in the car with one of my friends and they're like, "Hey, call let's just give a fake name, Dorothy. You want to ask Dorothy to go to the movie with us?" And I was just like, "Oh, sure." And then I just like tapped my forearm and I was just like, "Why did I tap my forearm?" And then later while I was playing Echo, I tapped my forearm and I was like, "Oh, I'm an idiot. That's what I was doing."
Yeah. Funny, that's funny.
Oh, I do that by habit now. It's not good.
I guess like I have similar experiences on Tetris. So I play
You
Tetris
play
before.
Tetris in real life?
No, well not well, there's a thing called T-spin. Do you know what those are?
I think it's just when you rotate something extremely fast, right? I don't remember.
You have to make a specific shape.
Ah,
And you'll have to see the shape to do the technique, right?
yeah.
And as I was starting to get good at it, I started to see the shape in real life. Like, I
Oh,
would look in my window and I'd be like, oh, I could probably do a T-spin there. And I'm like, when I close my eyes, I'm like putting blocks everywhere.
when I first started playing Minecraft, when I was like, I want to say 13, um,
Hmm.
this is like when Silk Touch and whatnot got added on Pocket Edition, like all the enchantments and all that,
Yeah.
right? Like 1.15, 1.16, something like that, where you just like pirate it on your phone so you didn't have a license
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. I would like be looking at my window and I'd just be like, I need Silk Touch for that, you know? You just reminded me that I'd look at anything like remotely breakable, like glass. Like I'd be looking at like, oh, a lizard tank in
In real
Petco.
life.
Yeah, in real life, like in Petco, I'd be like looking at all the tanks and whatnot. I'd just be like, no, I need Silk Touch to steal those. Because I
Hmm.
was a little idiot kid who just liked thinking up random things.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I used to play on my dad's phone, Pocket Edition demo version.
I just played it on my phone.
I, oh
When
yeah,
did
why
you
did I play on my dad's
when
phone?
did you get your first phone?
I think it was like when I was like first grade.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get mine till like sixth or seventh.
Well, I got lucky because I have an older sister and she got it, and
Okay.
my parents felt bad for not giving me one, so I
Okay.
got it.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
My little
Yeah.
brother still doesn't have one. He just graduated elementary school, but the elementary school is like half of middle school because the one near
Wait,
me goes up
he
to
doesn't have
sixth
a
grade.
phone?
He doesn't have one now.
Oh no! But like in modern society, you need a phone.
Well, he has a tablet.
Oh, okay. Well then,
But I might get him like text now or something so he can actually text
but
us.
tablet's worse than phones.
It's
Cause
so
like
much worse, yeah.
its only purpose is to entertain, right? At least phones
Yeah.
have like I don't know, like you can
SOS
call
feature,
people
yeah. Oh,
like a
dude,
phone.
my coworker accidentally dialed 911 in the store the other day.
And what happened?
So on most Android phones, if you hold the power button or in like a certain key like together for like
Yeah,
10
yeah.
seconds, it'll automatically send out an SOS and call the police. And he just had it finagled weird in his pocket with some change, and he looked down at his phone, dialing 911, and he hung up. He didn't even say sorry, it was an accident. He just boop, just hung up. And you know what's more concerning? They didn't send anybody. There was no police that
It's so
showed up.
concerning.
Nobody showed up. He could have been wrestling the phone away from an intruder, and then the intruder just hangs up, and then he's just dead on the floor. No, nobody showed up. Oh well.
Well, what phone do you use? Android or
Android.
Apple?
I've always been Android.
Oh, I use Apple.
Oh, can I ask
Wait.
why?
Well, I think phone-wise, they are both similar. Like nothing's better,
Yeah,
but
nothing's better.
Apple has this ecosystem. Like when you're trapped in this ecosystem, you can never get out because they're
Oh,
all so linked up. You know, they're all linked up so
they
well
got the
that you
cloud and
cannot get out
everything.
of it.
So you're basically a slave, is what you're saying.
Maybe.
Well, you see, I also have a cloud. It's called Google Drive. uh,
Google Drive.
my first phone was like a track phone, basically. It was like 40
Yeah.
bucks. It was an Alcatel One Touch. Terrible phone. I destroyed it within a year. um, the next phone that I had it for 6 years. 6 years of
6 years.
using the same phone with the same battery and the same screen protector. And that
Wow.
was an LG K20 Plus.
LG,
Every
let's go.
everyone and their mom has had this phone or at least seen it. Everyone knew someone who had this phone. It was the base phone. And I like rooted mine. I did so much crap to this phone. It like barely works at this point. It dies on like 30%. Terrible phone. When we got to the store so I could get this new phone, we got it for my last birthday. Me and my mom got the same one because she also wanted a phone. They were like, okay, give me your phone so I can hook up the link cable and transfer all your videos, pictures, and music and whatnot. And I was like, sure thing. I actually did a backup if you want to just back it up to the new phone, like digitally. And he said, "Oh, okay, cool. Give me your phone." LG. He just like stood there puzzled for a minute in the middle of the T-Mobile store, and he was
Hmm.
like, "You know, LG doesn't make phones anymore,
Yeah, they
right?
know.
They don't make phones anymore." I was like, "Well, what do they make?" And he was like, "TVs, washers and dryers, and some refrigerators. They no longer make phones." And I was like, "Oh, well, I mean, I was planning to get a Motorola. Can we still do something with this phone so I can get all my stuff?" He said, "We can try, but I've never done it before." And hey, it worked.
Oh.
We had to like
You
get
know,
an
LG's
old
a Korean
cord.
company.
Yeah, LG's a what?
Korean company.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I know that
So
if you
they're
take
very
the
famous in
logo,
Korea.
if you take the logo and like move the L upwards a little bit, it'll be Pac-Man. It's just Pac-Man.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, I still have that phone, and so now if I like ever like go on a trip or something and I need some music to listen to, I'll charge that thing and I'll have like 30 minutes of music listening.
Oh, you still
It's
have it?
I still have all my old phones. I still have all of them.
Yeah, I
They're
used to
terrible.
my I used to break a lot of phones, and my parents were kind of done of it. And the last time I broke my phone, my parents were like, "You're not getting a new phone. We're not buying you one." And but I had to go to like a school field trip,
Yeah.
and went to like spend the night there. So I needed a phone. So my dad gave me like a Nokia phone.
You got a Nokia.
Yeah, like with like little screen on it.
It's like the same thing as
So
giving you a TI-83 calculator. Good luck, sport.
yeah, I could only call and listen to music. So
Make some
I
graphs.
put all the music in my from my computer. I moved all of the music in the phone right before the day, and then I listened to it like, all along. It's so fun.
Do you also do what I do? I don't use Spotify like hardly ever unless someone like invites me to a listening party. I never use Spotify. I never
I use
use
Spotify.
I never use iTunes. I never use anything like that. I got a music app on my phone because now they don't actually make it with a built-in music app. I downloaded one that was all right. It's literally just called like MP3 player. I just download all my music files as MP3s on my phone. I can listen to them anywhere, like at any time that I want, in any order that I want. I can do whatever I want. There's no ads, nothing. I
Yeah, I
just
used to do that when
I
I had a
s-
Samsung phone.
I still do that. I have like let me check the number on this phone. How many songs do I have?
But Apple don't let us do that. So
591 songs.
591.
Yeah.
You like listen to them all? Or
I'll be at work and I'll just throw it on shuffle and then I'll just put it in my phone in my pocket and then I'll just
oh,
tap my
it's
earbud
like a
to go to
mega
the next.
mix.
I'm one of those people who like growing up they never had a favorite artist. Like now I've been getting into artists. Like I love Cavetown. I've loved them for about 2 years. You know,
Ooh, Cave
Cavetown.
Time.
I love stuff like that, right? But like cottagecore music, all that's so wonderful. But like up until then, I had like a nightcore phase, everything. This playlist is literally just Russian roulette if I'm listening with friends. There is nothing else that can go wrong besides like hang on, let me just music player. Let me just start a random track. I don't have my earbud in, so it's not gonna do anything weird. Let me just start a random song. Alright, we'll start with Poor Man's Poison, Hell's Coming With Me. I put it on shuffle. Next song. The Best Moments in Life. It's I think a Power Director exclusive audio track. Not even a song that I downloaded. Next one, Stronger Than You Car remix from like 4 years ago.
So it's like a your history basically.
It is literally my life's work. All right. Next song, Nightcore, Born for Greatness,
Oh,
like
it
four
would be
years
so
ago.
good.
Oh my god.
It'll have like a nostalgia thing.
Nefx rumors from like 2 years ago because Nefx makes copyright free music. Next up, another Nightcore song, Rather Be, from like 5 years ago. Metal
Nightcore.
Crusher Undertale remix. This is like a couple months ago because I like
Yo,
Undertale remixes.
Undertale,
Yeah,
nice.
I love Undertale. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love Undertale. That's my like first actual game that I got into.
Same here. That's like besides Minecraft, it's like one of the first ones.
Yeah, like
I still have
where
the
I got into
PS4
the story.
copy. Hang on. Let me grab this case real quick. I still have the PS4 copy.
Do you want to see my uh drawing of Sans
Sure,
when I
yeah.
was like
I have
like
some
sixth
drawings I like
grade.
spam from Deltarune. Alright, I'm coming. I got it. Undertale, the PS4 copy.
There's a PS4 Undertale.
Yes, it came with like a little
I've never
golden
played
book
that,
on the
guys. I did
inside.
play
It comes with a little golden book on the inside because I got it on release date. And it's literally the story of Undertale.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
so I would have been hyped if I drew that as a kid.
I was the Undertale kid when in school. I
So was
always
I,
used to
dude.
draw Smash.
I was into the AUs and everything. Oh my god.
Yeah, the AUs.
I have like
It's so
I have
fun.
some pictures of Spamton the first time that I saw him. It's pretty
Spampton.
cool.
I didn't get into Deltarune,
Deltarune,
so
it's alright. I never played it myself, but I did play Undertale. Love Undertale.
I I did watch the first one, the first part chapter. Yeah, the first chapter. But I since then I don't think I've got into Deltarune. Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Dude, okay. What is it? Great. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Okay, whatever. That's my bad. Anyways, I have the PS4 copy of Undertale, right? And I got it
Yeah.
on release date. And my parents are super religious. They don't know that I'm an atheist. They
Oh.
don't know that.
Oh.
Super duper religious, right? Crazy religious. They thought Pokemon was demonic. How do you think Pokemon is? They thought Minecraft was demonic.
What do you mean demonic?
Exactly.
Like
That's what
Satan's in it?
would always ask my mom to explain, and she said, "I don't have to explain anything to you. It's the devil's work." And I'd just be like, "Oh, okay. Why?" And she was like, "Think about it. Minecraft, witchcraft, kind of sound alike, don't they?" And I'm like, "Mom, do you know what craft means? Do you have any idea what the word
But
means?"
do you still live with them or?
I still live with them. Yes, they're
Yeah, but you got the consoles and all that
yeah.
because they didn't really like stop you from getting it.
Well, that's the thing. They never let me play Terraria. I had to hide Minecraft from them for a long time. They got more lenient over the years, but they're still pretty edgy about it. When I was getting Undertale 5 years
Yeah,
ago,
under
6 years ago, something like that, they were like, "This better be no devil worship game," and I was just like, "It's not, Mom. I swear. It's just a fun little RPG game. I love it so much. A little story game." I thought if they go to that GameStop and they see Undertale and they look at the box art, they are going to be so upset at me. They're going to try and kill me. They are going to be so mad. Toby Fox saved my life. Oh my god. You know how he packages this game?
No, I don't. I've never got Undertale.
Allow me to read you the PS4 hard copies art version, I guess. Undertale by Fangamer. That's the front. That's all it says. PS4 Undertale. The back. The friendly RPG where nobody has to die.
That's what he wrote.
That is exactly what they wrote.
Okay.
And then in the warning, it's like, if you have a history of epilepsy or seizures, consult a doctor before certain patterns may trigger seizures with no prior history. Before using them, for more details, see instructions for this product. It's stuff like that. Like,
So
if you
you
read
gotta
the
know.
fine print, little weird. But it just says the friendly RPG where nobody has to die in big bold letters on the back, and it has Flowey as the main picture for that with his like little grinning face. And they saw that and they were like, "Oh, it's definitely a little family friendly game."
well, well, Chloe's in.
It comes with this
Um,
booklet, right? It comes with. It's probably gonna be worth a lot of money in the future, but I'm probably never gonna sell it. You remember them like children's books, the little golden spine books?
Golden Spine's book.
Look up Golden Spine children's books. Though they're like a huge collectible thing from like the 70s. I'm pretty sure. We have a lot of them in our house because my
I
mom
have
had a
never
lot of
seen.
them. They're like Berenstain Bears, stuff like
Hmm.
that. Well, they made one for Undertale, and
They did?
it came with
What?
the
No way!
PS4 copy. I have it in my hands right now.
What? They have an art book.
It's
That's amazing.
oh my god, I love it so much. This is one of my favorite
Oh my
things that I've
god.
ever owned in my life.
Yeah, Undertale is one of my favorite games. It will always be in my heart.
So basically, you know when it starts up and it's like long ago, humans and monsters lived in harmony. It's like that. It is literally just that in this book. Nothing else.
Oh, so even even if your parents read it, it wouldn't be like.
It is just the intro scene. That is all that this book is, and it is beautiful.
That's so good. That's so fun.
I'm sending you pictures of it. Oh my god.
Yeah, send those.
I'm sending you a picture of the front and the back. I don't ever open it all the way because I don't want it to get a crease. Like, I keep this thing that pristine.
Oh yeah.
I keep it that pristine. Oh my god.
You're a huge collector guy, it seems.
I like collecting things, and then I just instantly move on to another thing to collect.
Do you do you still collect silverware?
Yes. Something funny that the game actually, like, the case does. So the front of it, I take 3 pictures and I'll send it to you. I love this so much.
One of them is just blurred.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to turn it. It just has Flowey on the.
Oh.
Let me take a picture of it.
Oh
Case,
yeah, that seems so cool.
case says Undertale, and then the spine says also Undertale.
It says also Undertale, or it doesn't say Undertale.
It says, it quote says also Undertale.
Oh.
And then if you
Oh.
move the disc, behind the disc it says also Undertale. Just the way that they package this thing is such a meme. I love it so much. But yeah, that little book is one of the most favorite things I own.
Oh, this book is not even that famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever talks about it. It just came with the PS4 version, and everyone's just like, cool, whatever. Anyway, so play the game. No,
There's
that
just
book is
one Reddit post about it saying,
Yeah.
"Did anyone else get this little book?"
I got the little book.
You got the little book.
Yeah, it
Nice.
says Undertale. Look at the spine, also Undertale. Look at the PS4, also
That's so fun.
Undertale.
That's so fun.
I love it so much. But yeah, the back of it literally just says the friendly RPG where nobody has to die.
Well, they kind of have to die. They're taking the.
My phone just tried to scan the barcode on it and it said product 855. And I was like, okay.
Oh. What is that? No, never mind that.
But yeah, I keep this thing pristine. I love it so much. I was such a weird Undertale fan. You know what I did?
No.
So, there was this game that you might have heard of called Ryoluvania. And it's
Nope.
it's a 1-to-1 recreation of the Sans genocide boss fight. And instead of Sans, it is Riolu from Pokemon.
Riolu? I
Is
don't know Pokemon.
Lucario's first evolution.
Oh, what? Why though?
Because of
So
copyright
specific.
reasons.
How do you type it?
Rioulo. Oh wait, no, Riol.
UO.
Yeah.
Ryoluo. Oh no, it's just
something.
okay.
I cannot recall. Either way, it's called Ryoluvania, and I would get it on the Crow Web Store, and I could play that on the school computers.
Oh my god.
I have only ever beaten it like 10 times. Oh my god.
Is it hard?
It's so hard. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Harder than the original one, or?
I think so, yeah. Just terrifying.
Is such a cool character.
He really is, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that he became a meme, and everybody is kind of like undermining his actual good character.
Yeah, his like significance and whatnot.
Yeah, such a cool character. And, like,
honestly, I always thought Alphys was really cool.
Alphys? What? Sure.
I don't know why.
Not?
When I first got into Undertale, I was like, oh my god, it's a scientist. This lady built Mettaton. It's crazy.
And she's a dinosaur.
And she's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
only if she wore green.
If only she was green and not yellow. But yeah, I always thought Alphys was really cool.
She's okay. I don't know why, but I don't like Undyne.
I don't like Undyne either. Undyne's weird. In Deltarune, she's more of a meme. She's a cop that just bench presses cars. I'm gonna be so good at hugging.
Papyrus is iconic.
Yeah,
And
Papyrus, everyone loves Papyrus. He's great.
Toriel is my second mother.
Toriel is wonderful. I love Toriel so much.
Yeah, a lot of good characters.
I always thought Asgore was really cool. Like, I liked him.
Asgore is also very cool. Like the final fight scene where he breaks the mercy
Yeah, I
thing.
always thought he
Yeah,
was so cool.
cool.
Let me think. Trying to think. I always thought I think Kara was probably my favorite character. Kara or
Carl?
Flowey. I loved Kara and Flowey.
Do you say Carl or Char?
I say Kara.
Carl.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think that's just how I first heard it pronounced, so I think that's just why I do it. But I
In
have no
Korea,
idea.
it's Char, so
Ah,
I say Char.
well,
Yeah, Undertale is so well translated in Korean.
it is wonderful.
Yeah, so it's really famous in Korea as
I
well.
remember watching Jacksepticeye play it, and
Yeah,
he
I
went on
also
that
watched it.
bathroom break, and I was like, "What's going on?"
It is one of the biggest memes in his channel.
Yeah, I got to see that firsthand. I loved that. He was just like, "I gotta go pee. I'll be back in a sec," and then it didn't cut.
It's like 10 minutes
It was like
of
10
nothing.
minutes. I was like, "Where is he?" And then you start hearing the audio pickup, and he's like, "All right, I'm back."
You could have just edited the whole thing out.
Yeah, I gotta go pee. I'll be back in a sec. He's just standing there.
Jack is one of my, no, I'll say like my favorite um YouTuber, I'd say,
He's
because I
not my
watched his.
favorite YouTuber, but he is up there. I
Yeah, I
think
like his content.
my very favorite YouTuber. It's either gonna
It
be like one of them animators that I like who does a lot of event animation, or it's going to be Cavetown, the official YouTube channel. Not because of the music, but because it's one singer. It is one dude behind that. His name is Robin,
Gift Time.
and he is the
Yeah, I know Gift Time.
sweetest guy. Have you ever seen his videos? He's got some where he was just like, all right,
No.
and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Minecraft. I want to make a mushroom cafe. I feel like that would be wonderful. And he was just making it on a public server, and it was so adorable. Oh my god. I
I
want
only know him because
I want to be as nice as him someday.
he did a cover on 21 Pilots, and I'm a hardcore 21 Pilots fan.
I'm an alright fan of 21 Pilots. They're alright. I like Chlorine and stuff like that.
Boring. I like old music from their band. The old ones.
I like Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that, and like Aerosmith.
Ozzy. I don't think I know Ozzy Osbourne.
Like one of them like leaders in like rock music for like the Americas. I have such a weird music taste. All right, I don't like country music at all. Right,
Mm-hmm.
not at all. Right, because I'm in Alabama. It's everywhere. Hate it. Not stand country music. Terrible, terrible genre. But I like musicals.
I like
But
musical.
I like musicals. But not only do I like musicals, I like death metal. It is such a weird music taste. Where like if
It
you're going
is.
through any of my playlists, it'll be like Slackjaw, Say It When You Mean It. That's like heavy death metal, amazing song. Or it'll be like Talk to Me by Cavetown. Or it'll be Dear Evan Hansen, Sincerely Me. Just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's so random.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Do you listen to K-pop?
K-pop? No, not,
Yeah, I
no.
personally don't.
Well, I mean, I listened to Gangnam Style when it first came out, I
Gangnam
guess.
Style.
That's the original K-pop, I guess.
Gangnam Style.
Whoop them.
Yeah.
That was the one original K-pop. Also, I want to know something.
Yeah.
K-pop is Korean pop, right? That's what that stands for, right?
Yeah.
So Chinese pop
Would be C-pop.
or what about
Japanese?
What about Chinese rap though? That would be crap.
Well, I don't think you would say it like that. It would be like C-rap,
I
I
would
guess.
most definitely say it like that. I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna
Nobody
be
would.
listening to some crap right now. Hold on.
Well, I don't know. I don't listen. I have never listened to Chinese rap.
Neither have I. I have no idea what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
because I am a very when it comes to music, I really care about lyrics.
Gotcha. I like lyrics too. Lyrics are good.
So I'll have
There's
to
some
understand
things
the
like
lyric.
violin covers and stuff where I just don't want lyrics, but there's some like most things I do want lyrics in.
Yeah,
I
like I
like
wouldn't listen to a song.
dude, what I like?
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
lo-fi with lyrics. That is amazing.
Lo-fi with lyrics.
Have
That's
you ever heard that?
no, I haven't.
It is so good. Oh my god.
Give me
The
some what are those called? Suggestions. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah.
good. Basically they'll either make a song that's entirely lo-fi and they'll have lyrics to it and they'll just be like softly in the background, or they'll be kind of loud and it's still good. Or they'll take a song that's already been made, do a lo-fi version of it, and then sing a softer cover of it to play with the lo-fi.
That would be pretty cool.
It's
You're
so
right.
amazing.
Oh, I have a 21 Pilots lo-fi thing, I guess.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
There's this website that I have bookmarked. It plays non-copyright lo-fi and it generates it right there.
It generates it? Like
I'm
AI generates it?
pretty sure it does. Pull it up on my phone again real quick. I can't remember if it just pulls up a random one that's non-copyright or if it generates it. But the name of the site is lofigenerator.com. It
Hmm.
literally has no other info. Here, I'm gonna copy the link to it real quick. I'll just send it over to you. It's such a weird thing. Copy link. There we go. Boop, 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 boop.
I like not lyrics, but like speeches or like sayings inside a lo-fi music. You know what those are?
I think.
Like poetry or like not like lyrics with melodies or more of
Oh,
like a
I like
saying.
poetry. I can actually write poetry because I did poetry for creative writing class.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, except, oh
Yeah.
boy, do I have a story to tell you. We had to create a story, like a novel, like write a book,
Yeah.
basically, for our final exam. And I decided, oh, I'll go for a short novel, like only like a chapter or two, right? Um, I did not plan any of it. I was doing everything last minute, and he threw around this ball that whatever your thumb landed on when you caught it, you'd have to tell something about the character you were making. For the
Oh,
entire
that's
class. Like, talk about your OC. Tell me your OC type thing,
when
right?
was this?
This was senior year for me. So about
I
a
don't know
year
what that
ago.
means. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like my last year of high school.
That's pretty fun. Yeah.
So he tossed it to me. I was not paying attention. I was listening to music. And so I caught it.
You can do that. What the
I
Yeah.
caught it, and it landed on what is your character's name? And he said, "All right, well, tell me your character's name." I said, "Oh," and I didn't have a character, so I said, Mark," because I saw markers on his thing, right?
Yeah.
I saw markers on his whiteboard, and I was just like, "Mark." His name's Mark, and they were just like, "Oh, okay." Toss it to somebody else. It kept getting thrown back to me, and I kept catching it
What?
because I didn't want to just cold shoulder and let it fall, because then I'd still have to pick it up. So I caught it. Is your character human? I said no, and I was about to throw it, and he said, "Well, what is your character?" And I was like, So I just went marble. He's a marble. Mark the marble. And he was like, "Mark the marble," and I said, "Yes, he's a marble."
Like a
And
marble, like a sphere?
yeah, and so I tossed it away. And then they kept asking things. What is your character's skin color? I went blue, he's blue. And then I threw it away. Just kept doing that over and over. And so eventually I was like, well, now I gotta write a story about Mark the Marble. I can't make it about anything else. So he expected this children's book, right? Only 1 to 2
Mhm.
chapters, Mark the Marble. He expected a children's book with no effort put in. He was like, I'm prepared to give you a C, you'll still pass. I was like, cool. I decided I'm gonna wow this man as much as I can because I'm really good with words. I'm amazing, excellent with
Nice.
words. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna write the most insane novel about Mark the Marble the world has ever seen. So I wrote a very depressing self narration of Mark the Marble's history. He was a marble made in the 70s, and he was being transported on a train. He had no idea why he gained sentience. He was trying
Oh my
to
god.
he was having an identity crisis in this train for like an entire chapter. And basically the basis of it was none of his brothers were also alive. He was the only marble who was alive, and it was a blue
Oh.
shipment of marbles. So he was basically seeing corpses of himself everywhere. And if he got hit like by bumps in the train, like if the tracks went over some bumps, he would sink farther down into the lifeless corpses of his fallen brothers. And if he got to the bottom of the crate of marbles, he would be seeing the crushed ones that were being crushed under the weight because they're glass marbles. They were being crushed under the weight. So he figured out how to jump. Hear me out. This is a pivotal point in the story. He learns how to jump and he
Yeah.
starts jumping. He times it with the bumps of the train and he gets to the top of the crate. And there's no one in the train, so the lights are off. And he looks out of the tiny little hole in the wooden crate and he's thinking, oh, when I get to that hole, it's going to be freedom. It's going to be freedom. It's going to be great. And he looks out into a void of blackness. There is nothing but despair in his mind, as the only world he has ever known and ever will know is the lifeless corpses of marbles who are not him. And he was like looking in their reflection, like drawing little faces on himself with the dirt. It was such a sad story. And eventually he gets out of the crate. He falls, and then the lights come on. The train has stopped moving. There is a man walking around inspecting all the boxes, and he gets crushed under the foot of that
What?
man's boot. And that is the end of the story.
That's
But
so sad.
but the end of it ends off with him looking at the sole of the boot about to crush him because he cannot roll. He's stuck in a divot in the floor. And he's wondering, so this is what my life is like. And he doesn't know that his name is Mark up until this point. He sees on the bottom sole of the shoes Markinson's and Sons boot department. And he's like, Mark, what a lovely name. And that's his last thoughts.
Oh my god, it's such good writing.
It
I
cuts
love that story.
it cuts off to an epilogue of another story that I was going to make of a blue, not a blue, a green marble coming to life named Scott. And I never finished it. And that was what I sent him in, and he printed it out and he keeps that on his desk. The story
That's
of
so
Mark the
fun.
Marble. Mark the Marble's
Mark the
legacy
Marble.
is what I think the file was when I sent it to him.
That's
Oh,
so fun. Such a good story, mate.
Mark the Marble. Gonna tell my kids about that.
Yeah, you will.
Papa, tell us a
Yeah.
story. Have you ever heard the wonderful tale of Mark the Marble? Yes, of course. Tell us another one. No, you haven't, you little liar. I created that story.
And it's like so depressing.
It's so
It's not a
depressing.
bedtime story.
You think it's gonna be the most amazing little children's book. No, it is depressing.
So good.
Oh,
I love it.
it's literally like the most doomer culture type of book.
So fun.
I wonder how long we've been recording for. I don't have a
I don't know. It's
timestamp.
been more than 40 minutes, definitely.
I don't have a timestamp. Do you have any idea when you would like to end it off? I'm fine whenever.
Um, I don't know. I have a book to read. I wanted to read, but
Is it Mark the Marble?
no.
No, it's a House of Leaves, right?
Yeah, I've talked about it in the train.
Jacksepticeye played My House WAD. I've been thinking about
You
reading
watched
House of
it?
Leaves as well. I did watch it, yes. Surprised he found the
It's so
labyrinth real quick.
confusing, right?
Yeah. I watched an entire breakdown of everything that can happen in that thing, and it's like 2 hours long.
Is it fun?
Honestly, it looks pretty fun. I played Webquake a lot in high school. I assumed it'd be similar to that.
Mm. Yeah. How long have we been recording? How do I check?
I have no idea how to check the time I've been recording.
Oh, here it is. 11:16. That's like 2 hours now.
What?
Almost.
Oh
2
my
hours.
god, it's 12:02 for me. We started at 10:23. Wow. That's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
You know what my original plan was? My original plan was like just to play Minecraft while talking to you, but I've just been sitting here, honestly.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
We've talked about Hamster
Yep, a hamster. Hang on,
and lifesavers
we talked about conspiracy theories, our setups,
and the crimes you've
VR,
committed.
hamster. Yeah, the many felonies that have not gone on record.
Undertale
Undertale, yes, Undertale's a big one. I still have the case near me. Yes.
and knives.
Knives, katanas. Katanas were a big thing.
Katanas,
What
books,
else?
and
Books,
Mark the
yeah.
Marvel.
Mark the Marble.
Oh
We talked about phones. I remember that. That was a big thing. VR, stuff like that.
yeah, VR. Yeah.
Uh, hmm.
Hmm.
R2D2. He's
VR.
still here.
and demonic Pokemon.
Yeah, and my mom thinking everything is demonic. Yeah, she thought okay, I have a story to tell you, and I'm still mad
Hmm.
about it, and I still do not forgive my mom for this. Shame on me, treason, I know. Um, I used to collect Pokemon cards with my friend Micah. Micah, he
Yeah.
does not care that I name drop him. Micah, great friend up until 5th grade when he moved away. Still good friends online. Amazing. He actually went to a convention the other day. Not sure if he's still there. Pretty cool. His friend dressed up as
Hmm.
Tengen Uzui. Pretty cool.
Hmm.
Basically, he would give me Pokemon cards because he knows I couldn't go buy them. He would give me all the ones he
Oh,
didn't want. And my favorite was the grass type, the green ones. My favorite
yeah.
was the grass type
I
Pokemon.
guess so.
And so I had like doubles, quadruples of like almost every grass type Pokemon, and I had them in these binders he'd give me. And I kept them under my bed.
Hit him.
I had like $300 worth of Pokemon cards. Like easily.
Hmm.
So many. I even had some fake ones. I had some that were like promotional only. I had McDonald's Inkays, which are very rare. I had, I think, a second or third generation Mew, which still goes for a crap ton of money. It's not as much as a first generation, but still a lot. I had, I think, just a third generation Charizard, which isn't much. Just stuff like that. Like crazy, crazy good stuff for a 5th grader to have.
Hmm.
And so, like, 7th grade rolls around, and no longer can talk to Micah. You know, he moved away, whatever. Boohoo. Um, my mom's cleaning out my room. It's like when they start rooting through your stuff, that prime age. She found my Pokemon cards. And so
Oh.
she made me go to the dump with my dad, and we had to leave them at the dump. And I remember
Oh
being in the
no.
car. I remember being in the car trying to smuggle as many as I could in my pockets. Never was able to get one because my dad saw me. And I think my dad felt bad for me, but he was like, no, we got to do it, sport. Your mom don't like it. It's like, oh. So I sat him out at the side of the dump, which is like a little golden rule of dumps. Like if you know somebody else is going to want something, don't throw it in. Like if you have like a CD set and you don't want it anymore, like throw it to the side and someone will come along and pick it up and be like, "Ooh, CDs, I want this." Like I've gotten some art supplies doing that. And
Oh,
I hope to God some collector got them Pokemon cards. I sat him out to the side all nice and propped up.
that's like Toy Story.
Yeah, I never
Yeah,
forgive my mom. Oh my God.
that's pretty sad.
I've been going into Spencer's, and you know how Spencer's has those like $40 packs of cards. No, not $40, 40 pack of cards that are like $15. I'll be buying them,
That's fair.
and I'm probably not gonna buy them anymore because I know they're all rigged. There's not gonna be anything good in it. I've got like 2 hollows out of them, but that's it. Uh,
Mm.
I want to get hollow shiny semi sage because that is my favorite Pokemon.
Semi. Who's your favorite Pokemon again?
Semi
Semi
sage.
Sage.
Yep.
Um, I only know Pokemon in Korean. Oh, that guy, the guy with the hair.
Yeah.
Monkey guy.
Semi sage, Monkey Man.
Okay.
Monkey, love
Oh,
you
I guess
so
so. My
much.
favorite's also green.
Oh, sweet.
It's Rayquaza.
Rayquaza is cool. I think I heard you talking about that on stream when we were talking about shinies.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
talked about the different color.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orochis.
Love Semi Sage so much. Just such a a picture of him is like dressed up as Johnny Bravo. Okay, cool. Um yeah, it's wonderful. Such an amazing Pokemon. I've only ever caught a couple shinies, and they were only on
Never played
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon.
You've never I recommend it, but not if you don't want to spend like a crap ton of time.
Yeah, I'm not a grinder. That's the thing, though.
I stopped playing Pokemon after Generation 5, I think. Like right before X and Y came out, because Pokemon Black 2 was the last one that I played like entirely, and it is my favorite. It is the best
5
one.
is the black and white, right?
Yeah. I played Black and White 2, and Black 2 is my favorite out of any Pokemon game ever.
Mm-hmm.
Peak Pokemon. And then they went to 3D, like for X and Y, and that was sort of understandable because like it's a new take. You got the 3DS, should go to 3D, right? But then they just stayed in 3D, even though they knew 2D was the best thing. And
Oh, I don't know.
everyone wants 2D again, right?
The
Everyone
new one
wants it
seems
back.
very bad.
3D is just ugh. 2D was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But now, you know,
Yeah, I did watch the movie of Black and White.
I surprisingly did not watch the movie.
You didn't?
I watched the Lucario movie though. I liked the movie for that one. Which
Yeah, I'm
almost
not a.
dies.
Wait, who dies?
Ash almost dies. He dies for like a
Oh,
quick second. It turns out he's had like these magical powers. Spoilers, by the way. He's had these magical powers for ages, and he can control aura just like Lucario. And then Lucario
what?
sacrifices himself for Ash. And Lucario dies. He's dead.
But there's like, it's like a species, right? So there's more Lucarios.
Yeah, there's more
than
Lucarios, but
single.
this was an old one that they unfroze. He was dead with his master for a long time during an old great Pokemon war. They were frozen in a thing of aura, and apparently that master was Ash's great 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 grandfather or something, and he also has those powers. So he takes the dead man's gloves, puts them on, and he's like manipulating aura with Lucario, but it saps their life. And it like starts building up on them, so they're about to freeze over. And then Lucario just kicks him.
What? Who kicks? Who?
Lucario just kicks Ash out the way. It's just like, I got this, and then dies. And then he just dies.
That's so
Watch out,
fun.
Ash. I've got this under control. Dies instantaneously. I thought that was
Mm.
so weird. I genuinely did not understand. And it was funny because I was like watching it in secret because my mom was like, Pokemon's terrible. Don't you dare watch it, you know? And I
Demons.
was like hiding behind the bed, just like Pokemon. I was rebelling. I was rebelling, watching
It's like,
Pokemon. uh, Either way, yeah, Pokemon, very big part of my childhood. I liked it.
nice. Yeah, I wasn't a. I never really watched TV.
Well, I never had cable growing up, so I never could watch it like that. I had to pirate everything.
We had cable, but it wasn't Vietnamese, so.
We had cable for a day because my dad decided to spend a crap ton of money for like a week, and I watched one episode of Arthur. And then
What's Arthur?
it's like this little kid show made by this one dude. He's like a father of three, I think, and he hides his kids' names on like the statues and whatnot.
Oh, I know this guy.
Yeah, big meme, right?
Yeah.
Um, we had cable for like a day, and I watched one episode of Arthur, and that was it. I think it was like the "You Stole My Joke" episode, if anyone remembers that.
I
Uh,
haven't watched it.
you know, there's a canceled episode of Arthur.
Well, I don't know Arthur.
Oh well, the reason for it was because there was this famous cyclist who did the Tour de France a lot,
Uh-huh.
and he made an appearance in the episode, and it was talking about good sportsmanship and everything. And then literally like the next month, he came out about how he was doing like so many drugs to enhance his
Hmm.
performance,
Hmm.
and he cheated on everything apparently.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I think in the story he was supposed to be one of the main characters. I think his name is Binky. Yeah, Binky's supposed to be like Binky's uncle or something. But
Binky.
So I guess Binky's uncle
It's a
did
funky
performance
name.
enhancing drugs. Well, it's not his actual name. They named him Binky because he liked his pacifier as a kid.
What's a
Which I mean,
pacifier?
you don't know what a pacifier is?
No.
It's a little technique where you put something in your child's mouth to stop him from screaming. It's
What?
it's the little thing they suck on.
Oh. Oh, got it, got it.
Yeah, they've been
It sounded
called
so much wrong
yeah,
than
they've been
the actual
called
thing.
pacifiers, binkies, and I've heard one dude call them suckies, but I don't think that's an actual name. I think he was just weird.
I imagine like a shock collar. So
Oh,
so
imagine something you find at Spencer's. Get your baby products. Oh, but yeah, it's just
I um I think we should end because it's getting pretty long.
yeah. All right, thank you for tuning into the second episode of the Petty Little Podcast, even though there was a delay of
Yay!
7 months between episodes. I swear it was definitely not on purpose. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Say hi,
Bye.
Miu.
Bye bye. Bye bye.